let's start with what happened. Tell me your words, what happened.
He couldn't move his body. He was just looking at me, like, are you all right?
This is the world's most terrible father, Ellis Ortiz. Because right now, Ellis could care less about the fact that he has just found his son, Giovanni, dead. And no matter how much he tries to play it all off,
I didn't know what to do.
he has no idea that detectives have begun going through his house of horrors. And every single clue they find there will prove that what happened was no simple accident.
I feel like it's just like a small fault, man. Like I couldn't do nothing.
On the morning of June 13th, 2017, a quiet mobile home in Gaines Township, Michigan turned into the center of a scene no one there would ever forget. Dispatch received a distressed call about a young victim who wasn't breathing, and within minutes, deputies and paramedics were rushing inside, trying to make sense of what had just happened. Young Giovanni Mejias was found unresponsive on the floor, surrounded by chaos and urgency. Efforts were made to revive him, but something about the situation immediately felt wrong. The only person present inside the house was Ellis Ortiz Nieves, the man who had been caring for Giovanni that morning. And while he claimed it was an accident, Giovanni's injuries were impossible to get through a simple accident or medical emergency. Inside the home were several other children who were all silent witnesses to whatever had unfolded in those final moments. Ellis was taken into custody and was brought in for questioning that same day. And as detectives started pulling at the threads of what happened inside that home, they would soon uncover a situation far more disturbing than anyone initially expected.
Nelson, there's some of the things we're going to ask you that are going to be repetitive. Some of those things those guys already asked you, and we don't know the answers to them yet. So I guess in the beginning, what I want to do is I just want to say is let's start with what happened. Tell me your words, what happened.
Well, this morning I woke up. Well, put me up. She went kissed me, whatever, and went to work. I'm laying on the couch.
What time was that about?
Probably like around almost 6:10, because she goes to work at 6:30.
Okay.
So she gives me a kiss, and then she leaves for work, and I fall right back to sleep on the couch. I want to say, I can't even tell you what time I woke up around. I don't know if it was, what time is it right now?
It's noon right now.
Noon? Okay, so I want to say probably like an hour before the whole situation happened, I woke up.
Okay.
Me and on the couch. I wake up.
Okay. So she woke up 6:10, she gave you a kiss, 6:30 she leaves. Roughly say 9:45-ish. Does that sound about right, or would it be earlier?
Man, for real, I couldn't tell you, because I didn't even look at the time I woke up. I know as soon as I woke up, because my playing in the living room and they were being loud, so I woke up, gave him a bowl of cereal.
You can go and keep talking. I'm just going to write down.
I gave some cereal, and then after I gave him some cereal, I go in the back. He was laying down in his room up, and after that, I took a shower or whatever. I usually make a shower because sometimes. So I make him take a shower, like, come on, take a shower or whatever. And when he gets up, he's like, Nelson, I don't feel good. And I'm like, all right, well, I grab him, and he feels kind of hot, so I'm like, all right, come on. So I turn the shower on for him. He gets in the shower. I go back up to the front. I get some water, a cup of water, because he hadn't ate yet. He just roughly woke up when I just woke him up.
Okay.
I get him some water and some bacon. So I go back there. Like, when I go back there, he's in the water or whatever. And then, like, I don't know, it just seemed like his body, like, he just looked like he was getting stiff, like he couldn't move. And then, so I grabbed him out of the water. The water was kind of cold, you know what I'm saying? Because I was like, he was kind of warm, so I was trying to like wake him up or whatever.
Ellis begins by walking the detectives through the day and somehow framing everything as routine before things suddenly spiraled out of control. But this is where the first cracks in his story begin to show. Because, contrary to how Ellis is describing it, nothing inside that house was normal. In addition to the victim, Giovanni, there were 6 other children living there, some of whom were Ellis's biological kids, while others were from his wife Sonia's previous husband. And each one of them would later describe how they were mistreated at the hands of the man they called their father. So while Ellis is making it sound like an unforeseen medical situation, it was he who was the actual culprit for everything that went wrong. And as the interrogation continues, his story would drift further and further from what the physical evidence and autopsy report would ultimately reveal.
So I grabbed him off the wall, I'm like, right? And like he couldn't move his body. He was just looking at me and he like, yeah. I'm like, buddy, are you all right? Are you all right? He like, yeah. So I try to give him some water. I give him some water and like he's drinking it, but at the same time, like, I don't know, it's like he drinking, but it was like he got like it was getting stuck. So I'm like, just give him the water, keep giving him. I'm like, buddy, you hungry? You hungry? Like, yeah. So I try to give him some bacon, and I just keep trying to give him water, and then like I feel like it's filling up.
How much water would you say you gave him?
I just kept trying to give him water, because I don't know, I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know what to do. So I'm thinking like, I don't know. I saw his body. I mean, like his face is yellow. I'm trying to give him water, like, all right, and like I feel like to the point where like it was hard. So I'm trying to put on his stomach for he could up, but he ain't up. So I try to stick my feet through. He bit me right here. You know, I'm like, what? I didn't know what to do. So like all of a sudden, I go to get him some clothes or whatever. Something like that came in the back, and I'm like, no, go in the front. So like the lights shut off. So now I'm like
Where are you at? Are you in the bathroom still?
No, no. By this time I went to my room. I get a towel, I'm trying to get him covered up and everything. So now I'm in his room trying to get him some clothes.
Is he saying anything to you at this point?
No, he's like, he'll stare at me. He might say like one word, but he's not really, not saying nothing. So by this time, I go in his room and I lay him down. I lay him down on the towel. I put some pants, some shorts on him. And now he's not saying nothing. So I'm here. So I'm trying to give him air and CPR, you know what I'm saying? So ambulance, call the ambulance, hurry up. So now I'm trying to give him CPR and blowing and give him air. And I'm doing this for a good like 5 minutes. I'm like, call the ambulance, go call the ambulance. So he goes, takes off, he comes back, and he comes back there. I'm like, he's not an ambulance, call the ambulance. I grabbed him, I picked him up, and that's when I went to the kitchen with him, when I told him to go outside,
Okay.
And so I'm in the kitchen, I'm trying to give him CPR and blowing his mouth so he can get air until, somebody comes, and then all of a sudden, and that's when we're both in the kitchen trying to give him CPR and stuff. And
Okay. It's okay. It's all right.
Ellis's emotional play doesn't really change what's at stake, because the version he's selling is far from reality. In Ellis's story, Giovanni was simply unwell, and everything that followed that morning was him trying to help. But the medical findings painted a very different reality. This wasn't a sudden illness or something that just went wrong out of the blue. It pointed to a serious physical incident that couldn't be explained by the calm, routine morning Ellis is describing. The autopsy report also revealed several other prior injuries which played a part in Giovanni's passing. And yet, instead of acknowledging any of it, watch how Ellis decides to double down on his lies.
I took a step up to the plate like I have my own kids. I love my kids. I see my kids. I take care of my kids. And I feel like it's my fault, man. Like I couldn't do nothing.
Well,
I couldn't do nothing.
Someone said that he's been sick before. He's been sick for a while. Is this a new thing? I mean,
no, he's been. And I don't know if it's sick though, because it's been going on for like about 2-3 weeks now, and then just the other night, because I try to give them a chance, you know what I'm saying, with their kids. You know, I love kids. I got my own kids, you know, like everybody can tell you I love kids. I take care of kids, whatever. But the other night, I always try to give them a chance. I try to get, you know, so then the other night he tells me he's in the living room and he runs to the back room like, Nelson, he's like, Nelson, I swear I just saw I looked out the window and I saw an explosion, and then I turned and looked in the kitchen and I saw a body. I'm like, what do you mean? You know what I'm saying? Come on, man, let's go check. And I'm like, where are you seeing these things? See nothing, everything's okay. I'm like, man, come to the back room with us, you know what I'm saying? So we go back there, whatever. I put a light in this room. I turn the light on. I'm like, man, look.
So this is late at night?
Yeah, this was late at night.
Okay.
And I'm like, you know, put the light on for him or whatever. I'm like, man, let's go ahead. I'm gonna turn this light on for you. Just stay in the room. And then he wakes up again. Nelson, I hear some girl talking out my window. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, man? Ain't nobody there. You okay, man? Chill. But then it wasn't just that. He had talked to himself. But they all did it though. So I was like, what's going on, man? You know what I'm saying? But I mean, that's what he is. I don't want to blame him, but you know.
At this point, Ellis very cleverly puts forward a fabricated story, parts of which have been redacted by authorities. His claims of how Giovanni hallucinated and saw unexplainable things prior to his passing are a subtle implication that the symptoms of his sickness began to appear days before he finally perished. But will this made-up narrative about Giovanni's health gradually declining be enough for him to come off clean? Well, Ellis thinks it might, and when he realizes the detectives aren't pressing him hard enough, he only grows more and more direct with his lies.
You said 2 weeks ago-ish he started getting ill.
Yes.
Was there anything that led up to that? I mean, when I say stomach flu, or when I say I'm sick, I'm down for the count. I'm out. I'm in bed. I can't get up. I'm sick. I don't feel good. Was he all that, or did he just And this was he when 22nd up until 2 weeks ago? He was fine.
Yeah, he was good. He was normal. Yeah, he was good. He was good.
And did the sick thing that start at home, start at school? Where'd that start at?
He don't go to school.
Okay. Does he go to daycare anywhere or anything like that?
No,
just for you.
Yeah, just me.
Okay.
Well, and everything else, but just with me. All the kids.
Was there any problems that he had with, any type of injury he had following a fight, altercation?
Well, they always fight. You know what I'm saying? They fight every day. They always fight. You know, okay. That's a normal thing for them.
But was there anything you walked in and he was unconscious, or he had a pretty big bump on his head, or anything that would, tell you that he had been in a pretty significant fight?
Well, yeah, a couple of times, he came up to me oh, Nelson, against the wall or whatever, and I tell him, oh, it's a bump, okay, we'll put some ice on it, you okay, you know what I'm saying? But
how long would it have been? Was that around this 2 week time, before or after it?
No, this was probably happened about a week ago too, when he came up to me and told me that.
Okay. And
same time he was like, yeah, push me against the wall, and he had space right here.
Okay. He had a bump on his head. Where was that bump at?
I think it was right on the left side.
Left, so left back top, kind of?
Yeah, kind of right here.
Okay.
Yeah. But they always fight like that. Against the wall, and bulls are here, them kids, they're rough. They're rough.
Was there anything like that? I mean, this is 1 to 2 weeks ago, but this happened further back, the illness when it started. Was there anything around the illness time that you're like, wow, floor, and then all of a sudden he won't eat or he's throwing up or anything like that? Anything like a concussion?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I don't know if.
Okay.
I mean, if you bump your head, I don't know if you got a concussion or not. You know.
Mm-hmm. I'm just asking if his behavior changed. Did he start acting strange?
Just one day, like I want to say, like probably like a couple days ago, I'm sitting with him and, he's just like, I don't know, he's acting funny. Like, he's not really, like, he's just acting like he just looked like, I don't know, like he's just real sick. I'm like, are you okay? And I asked him, you get into anything? You get into it and show me what you get into, because, like, he wasn't acting like so. Like, I just bought him some ice cream and some pop or whatever. And you get into anything, tell me what you get into. Did you drink anything? You know what I'm saying?
You gave him some ice cream and some pop. Was that before that or after that? Like he was looking sick or feeling sick. Did you give him that to make him feel better, or was it before?
No. We just went to the store and got some ice cream and some pop. You know what I'm saying? So when I come back, whatever he eats, all of that, you know what I'm saying, everything. So when I come and look at him or whatever, he okay, because he ain't just hand like, I don't know, he looked like he was just getting sick. Are you okay? Are you okay? Did you get into anything? What did you get into? You know what I'm saying? Show me what you got into. You know what I'm saying? Because, there's chemicals and everything. I'm trying to fix the bathroom and all that back there. So, like, did you get into anything? I'm hoping you didn't get into this glue that I glue the pipes with. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He's like, no. But I'm like, man, you don't look like, you know what I'm saying? You don't look like yourself. Did you get into anything? Are you all right? You're like, yeah, I'm all right. And I just left it at that. I'm like, all right.
And he was fine later that day, that afternoon?
Yeah, well, he still just acted like he was sick. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know what it was, but I don't know, he wasn't up playing or nothing like that. He just
where was this glue kept at?
As what?
Where was this stuff kept at?
The glue?
Yeah.
I just keep it right there, like on the top of the sink in the hallway.
Did you see any open containers, like he had been in that glue or anything? You know what I mean? Was it open on the floor, spilled over, like he was in it, or?
No, well, they could open it themselves. It's not hard to open or whatever. But I don't know, because he wouldn't tell me if he got into anything or nothing.
But it wasn't left open.
No, I didn't leave it open. No.
I'm saying if they were playing it, they might open it and left it open. He didn't leave it open.
No.
If he got into it, he would have had to put it back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or there was some on the floor too. It was like 2, 3 right here, and then there was 2 by the floor, by the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? Like when you walk into the bathroom.
Did you find those moved from where you had last left them?
Yeah, well, I don't think they're there now. I think I put them back up on the sink.
But you didn't find them in the middle of the floor like they had been playing with them. They were where you last saw them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Aside from the glue that was out, was there anything else that he may have gotten into? Any chemicals that were out? Anything laying around?
Like I had a bowl of I don't know what type of Mr. Clean stuff. I had a bowl of that. There's a white bowl right now in the hallway that I had because I was cleaning the hallway, but I left it there too. But it was like more like a clear bowl. And I had left that out too, like Mr. Clean or whatever, and I left that in the bathroom too as well.
Okay.
And that had the Mr. Clean chemical in it or whatever. And I had left that in there.
And you think that, I guess I'm trying to figure out what he may have gotten into at the time that he started getting sick, and the 2 weeks ago was a sick thing. You said only a couple days ago is when he had the food, the soda pop and ice cream and stuff, and he started getting like, would you describe it as more sick?
No, he just looked like, he looked like he was getting like, sounded like he just had got into something. He was just, about to pass out or something.
Do you think he got it? I mean, if you're going to guess, do you think he got into something?
Well, when I asked him, he started looking around like, okay, yeah, I'm going to show you what I got into, but he wouldn't, you know what I'm saying, like he wouldn't go directly to it and grab it.
So you think he did get into something then?
I mean, I think so. Like, I always ask him, you got to tell the truth about it. So when I ask him, like, did you get into something, he goes, like, looking around like he's going to grab what he got into, but then he don't go grab it. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean.
What would be your best guess as to what you think he got into?
I don't know. There's chemicals there. I mean.
What chemicals would be out and accessible to him?
Probably that Mr. Clean.
What is it, Mr. Clean what?
I don't. It's I don't know.
Toilet bowl cleaner. There's all different kinds of sprays and all kinds of stuff. Is this a concentrate? Is it?
I don't know. It's in one of them. I couldn't tell you. It's just one of them like clear bottles. It's green.
At this point, Ellis has gotten so confident with his lies that he tries to frame Giovanni's passing as being caused by cleaning supplies, which is, in all honesty, quite shocking. But unfortunately, this wouldn't be the only story he comes up with to save himself. Later, during his trial, his lawyers would argue that Giovanni often got into fights with the eldest son, who was 10 years old at that time, which often injured him. But not only would the other son deny this claim, but he would also provide a clear account of what actually went down on the morning of the incident. According to the elder son, he heard sounds coming from the bathroom on the morning of the incident, and soon after, panic took over when Giovanni stopped responding. The autopsy report, the children's testimony, and the physical injuries on Giovanni all point in a certain direction. But right now in the interrogation room, the detectives are letting Ellis have his moment because they know it won't last for long.
I mean, obviously, I can understand your relationship with Beth because he's obviously got some problems. And
no, but I mean, I don't hold that against him. You know what I'm saying? I try to make the best. Like, they love me, but
I gotta ask you. She feels.
No.
All right. Well, I mean, it's only.
No.
I gotta ask, right?
No.
I didn't think so.
But other than that, I try to build a relationship with him because I don't hold it against him. I mean, he's a kid, you know. So all I do, man, I try to imply, you know, okay, you don't do this, you don't do that. This is how you do it. This is what you do, you know. That's it. That's all I do, man.
What as far as punishments? What's standard routine?
Stand in the wall, get in the room, don't come out of the room.
Okay.
No, I did stand before in his leg, but I mean, that was about it.
Okay. And how long ago was that?
Probably like a couple of days ago.
Okay. February 22nd.
Yes.
So you only.
Yes.
How long have you known her?
I met her probably like November 23rd when I came home. 2016.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm just trying to get in my head here about this Mr. Clean. So there's a bucket that was kept where exactly?
In the hallway.
In the hallway? Is there still water in that bucket?
Yes.
Okay. And then, was it kept anywhere else?
Under the sink.
Okay. And that's the bucket, or that's
no, the
concentrate.
Yeah, where it comes in the bottle. The bottle's under the sink, and the bucket is in the hallway.
And this isn't a spray bottle. This is the kind of
just the kind of.
What color bucket is it?
The bucket, the stuff is in. It's a white bucket.
Okay. How long has that bucket been there?
A couple days from.
Okay. And when he felt sick, when you had the pop, I think it was ice cream, you said that you went and got, and then he looked, and he was going to take you to, when you asked him what he got into, he was going to take you somewhere. Where do you think he was going to take you to?
I don't know, because he'll walk out, he'll look in the bathroom, and he's like, all right, come on. We walk to the kitchen, he looked under the sink, and then he'll shut it. He's like, all right, what you got into, man, I need to know, you know what I'm saying, for I can know what to do.
Yeah.
And then he'll go back to the back room, and he'll go back in his room, what you got into. But he'll never go grab what he got into.
So how did that end?
I just left it alone. You know, I just left it alone.
Did he still sick after that?
No, I just told him lay down, you know what I'm saying? All right, we'll go lay down or whatever.
How long, when he laid down, well, first of all, what time did that happen? Was that during the day? Or was it
that was like during the day, like probably like around like 12.
Okay.
Like 12. And it's me.
All right. What did he do? Did he lay down? He said he didn't want to play. He didn't feel.
No, yeah, I just did. I just told him to lay down. He went to lay down in his bed, you know. And I went in my room. And I went to sleep too.
How long? What time did?
Like around 2:50, 3 o'clock.
Okay, and was
Every day.
at that point?
Yeah.
Okay, were you up at that point?
No. When she came home, I got up, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, obviously, he was up front or whatever, you know.
Did he seem okay at that time?
I mean, yeah, but he was still like himself, like he wasn't trying to play and, you know, do all of that. He was just sitting on the couch, kind of like a lazy.
Yeah. Did mom then?
I think I had told her about it, yeah. I think I had told her about it.
So you thought he may have gotten into something?
No, I just told her, like, that he just looked at shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, he wasn't acting like himself. That was about it. I mean, I don't know what's worse. Not everything is bad shit.
Well, no, but what I'm saying is every day after a meal, like you feed him after, and then when this all happens, with him feeling he was much worse than what he normally was, even when he was throwing up.
He was kind of like pale, like, you know what I'm saying?
So when he would throw up before, he would throw up and then he would be okay and go on about his day? So after every meal?
No, he wouldn't, like, and just go sit down. Like, he wouldn't play or nothing.
So what
for 2 weeks that all happened?
No, like some days he'll feel good, you know what I'm saying? Some days, like, he'll play or whatever outside, me and him, when we go walk to the store or whatever, he'll be fine. And then, you know, some days he's not.
So what made this different to be like, hey, what'd you get into?
What you mean?
Well, what I mean is, what made the 2 days ago when you thought he got into something, what made you think, man, what'd you get into versus, because you had been sick, you know, for 2 weeks and not feeling good and sitting down. So what made it so worse to make you think that he got into something?
I mean, I did have a drug there, you know, but it wasn't like, I don't think it was like exposable to where he can.
A drug being?
As in, you know, a narcotic.
Very different?
No, different.
What did you have there? Okay, and where was this at?
This was in my drawer.
All right.
In the middle of trying to explain everything away, Ellis slips up here and makes a grave mistake. He admits that the big C was present in the house. Now, we're not just talking about a tragic accident, but also looking at a home where a substance like that was sitting somewhere in the background. So even if Giovanni never touched it, that detail alone cracks the image Ellis is trying to build of a controlled, normal morning.
How much was there?
Probably like a little 20, it was nothing big. I was real curious about that day, though. No, I didn't want to say it about.
Well, I appreciate you being honest. I mean, let's be real here. We're talking about him. I'm worried about him. I mean, whatever. That's neither here nor there. Is there anything else in the house that?
No.
I mean, whether you want to say it or not, we just want to make sure that.
No, there's nothing. No drug, no gun, no nothing in the house.
Okay. Well, all right. And you don't think? I mean, based on what you saw, you wouldn't know if he got into it. But again, playing with it, you would think that he would knock it over or whatever, or he would wipe it off. He wouldn't know what that is. To be careful with it.
Right.
So he wouldn't think just a little bit. He'd mess with the whole thing.
Well, I mean,
right? I mean,
I don't know, them kids, man. Kids
to keep you busy.
Or you normally keep that stuff in your bedroom, or?
No, like, I cleaned it. It's just, a mirror. So I think I had cleaned it and I forgot where I put it. I don't know if I put it back in my room or I put it in that little white sink in the hallway or where I put it. But I cleaned it off and I put it somewhere. I don't remember exactly where I put it.
All right.
Tell me about this cup. So he went in the shower. Was it actually the shower that was running this morning when he got up?
Yeah.
When you got him up and he was feel good, you wanted to wake him up, so you took him and you put him in the shower. Then you said you went and got him some water.
Yeah.
What kind of cup was that you went and grabbed?
It was a blue cup.
How big was that cup?
Probably like this big.
Okay. Where did you get that cup from?
I went to the cabinet and grabbed it.
You know how many ounces roughly that would be?
No.
Any idea?
No, I don't know.
Okay.
Is it plastic, glass?
Plastic.
And was it like see-through, or was it like?
No. It's like you can't see through it. It's solid.
But it was a normal. It wasn't like a solo cup, not a disposable.
No.
But a solid plastic blue cup.
Okay. So you go get that, and you said you were pouring. You went and got bacon. How much bacon did you get?
It was just like one little strip.
Okay. And where was that at?
That was it was in a microwave, but I had set it on the counter.
Okay. All right. Then
Did you eat the bacon that morning?
No, it was like a day old, you know what I'm saying? But I just went and grabbed something for him real quick to eat or whatever. Said he ain't, you know what I'm saying, when I saw him turn the pill, he ain't feel good. So when I went and grabbed the water and the bacon, you know, I came back there or whatever. And then I had grabbed him out the shower and I put him on my lap like this. And I started
Where's the one you on your lap at?
I put my knee on put my foot on the toilet and I sat him right here.
Okay, so you're sitting on the toilet?
No, I'm standing up.
You're standing up.
Yeah, I'm standing up with my foot up. And I got him right here and I'm just giving him the water. All right, are you all
How
right?
many cups of water do you think you gave him?
I don't know, not a lot.
Where were you getting the water from?
From the shower now, because I can't run with him to the front, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I'm getting it out the shower and keep trying to give him.
You say a lot. Are you talking 10 cups, 20 cups, 30 cups?
I don't know. I'm just giving him water, just constantly water. I mean, you know, I'm thinking, you know, maybe he's or whatever. You know,
Did he walk to the bathroom on his own, or did you carry him?
No, I held his hand. You know, I held his hand or whatever to the
But
shower.
he walked.
Yes.
Okay. And did he look ill this morning before he got in the shower?
He did it was like a lazy walk. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I was like, dude, man, are you okay? Because I always ask him every day. I ask all the kids, like, y'all all right? You know what I'm saying? What's going on? How's our day going? You know what I'm saying? And he's like, Nelson, I don't feel good. I'm like, all right. So, you know, I put him in the shower or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Did he say anything hurt? My head hurts, my stomach hurts, my back hurts. Did he say anything specific?
No,
Did you see anywhere?
He didn't tell. Well, you know, he always got a little going on from fighting and stuff like that. So
Where did you see?
probably like I saw like right here, and then on his legs, and then like when his body had cleared out or whatever.
This is yet another lie slipping in about the young ones fighting, and this is a claim he would later carry into court as well. Ellis says the injuries came from fights with other kids and cleverly downplays them as a few minor bruises. But the medical findings don't support that version at all and point to something far more serious than what he's describing. And while the detectives aren't confronting Ellis with all of this right away, the pieces would eventually come together during the trial and shift the case firmly against him.
So where is all of this? Where are all these, when you, this is all happening at?
Well, I mean, if I'm asleep, I'm thinking in the living room because they're not back there by me or, you know what I'm saying, I would be hearing them.
Okay. Where do you spend most of your time in your room?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you ever hear crying? I mean, when he comes to you and says something that hurts,
Yeah,
you
well,
just say it or is he
yeah.
crying?
Well, sometimes in the back room and we hear them cry or whatever, you know what I'm saying, and fighting or whatever, I might go out there and check on them, but then like, they stop. Yeah.
Okay.
It's always like that. It's always like that.
All right. What do you think is your best guess as to what happened here with him? What can you give any? I mean, you know, I'm just coming in, and my partner, we're just coming in here kind of blind to try to figure this out.
Right,
and you know the family a lot better than you. What do you think?
I don't
happened
know.
here?
I don't know. I don't know. This just kind of just like out of nowhere, and I'm like, I'm trying to help him, but I'm like, damn, what the? Like,
No, I hear you. And if we aren't asking you to tell us something you don't know, we're right now just trying to, put it together in our heads of exactly what's going on and get caught up to speed. So if you had a guess or an idea of what could have happened, let us know. We're just here to figure this out.
I understand. Like, for real, seriously, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
I mean, if you think he got into something, do you think this is an illness? Do you think it's, he fell down and hit his head? I mean,
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I just know he just woke up this morning and he just told me he didn't feel good.
Have you heard any fighting coming from that bedroom? I know you were just woken up on the couch, but
No.
Did you hear any fighting from?
No, not this morning.
when you checked this morning.
Yep.
All right.
All right. Give us just a couple minutes. We got to talk. We'll be right back. Okay. Do you need anything in the meantime? Do you need water? Okay.
Is she here?
We're gonna go check. Somebody's been talking to her and helping her. Okay, so she's okay.
All right.
For the entirety of his interrogation, Ellis held on to one idea, that this was all just an accident and he was as shocked as anyone else. But each piece of evidence kept pushing back, painting a very different picture. Based on all the physical findings, the detectives believed that the inside of that house was unsuitable for anyone at that age to live in. And yet, while Ellis never backed down from his version, the jury was never buying a story that collapsed under basic science and lived experience. In December 2017, he was convicted of first-degree felony murder and just weeks later, sentenced to life without parole. Our thoughts are with Giovanni's siblings and his father, who knew him as a kid full of life, deserving of all the love, instead of such a tragic end. Thanks for watching today's video. 80% of you right now aren't subscribed. If these are the kind of breakdowns you keep coming back for, a subscription goes a long way. It's free and it helps us keep making them. If you're looking for more videos, check out one of the most gripping cases we've ever covered right here, or our newest upload right here.